just back from a few days away in France, and in the cool box of goodies that I brought back was some chunks of veal to make the absolutely delicious French stew Blanquette de Veau. Now, depending on where you live, veal may be very difficult to find and or expensive, so you can also make this dish with lamb or chicken. Put a kilogram of cubed veal in a pan and add on a litre of chicken stock or water. Bring to the boil. Once it comes to the boil, add in a peeled onion into which you've pushed 2 cloves, plop, 1 sliced carrot, 1 sliced leek, 1 peeled garlic clove cut in half, 2 teaspoons of black peppercorns, and a bouquet garni, which in my case is in tea bag format. Mix well. Bring back to the boil, then cover and simmer for about an hour until the veal is just tender. Now, while that's bubbling away, let's have a quick word about the correct pronunciation. It's called a blanquette, not a blanket. It's not a blanket any more than a bagel is a bagel or basil is basil. Who ever heard of basil faulty? Now, while the veal's cooking, melt a tablespoon of butter in a pan. Then add in 200 grams of button mushrooms, or larger mushrooms which have been cut into quarters. Now sauté these until they're a nice golden colour. After about 5 minutes they should be nicely sautéed. So turn off the heat, scoop them out with a slotted spoon and pop them into a bowl. Turn the heat back on and add another tablespoon of butter. When the butter's melted, add in 200 grams of baby onions, which are whole. Sprinkle on 2 teaspoons of sugar. Then carefully scoop out about 1/3 of a cup of the cooking liquid that the veal is in. That'll do. And add it to the onions. Now just let this simmer gently for about 10 to 12 minutes. Give a little stir from time to time. Once the liquid's evaporated, you get this lovely sticky goo at the bottom. Now you can stop cooking, so take it off the heat. Then put the onions with the mushrooms and scrape in all this lovely stickiness. After about an hour, your veal should be nice and tender, so take it off the heat. Then remove the bits of meat and put them in with the onions and the mushrooms. Once you've got all the meat out, strain the liquid through a colander into a bowl. Now these you can discard or do whatever you like with them. It's the liquid we're interested in. Pour the liquid into a clean pan, add in 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of plain flour, then bring to the boil with whisking. When it comes to the boil, add in 2 sliced carrots, give it a good stir, then simmer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes the carrots should be tender and the sauce should have thickened slightly. Take 100 grams of crème fraîche or double cream, add in an egg yolk and beat everything together. Smooth. Now add that into the sauce and whisk it in. This is what makes the blanquette blanc. Now add back the meat, the onions and the mushrooms. Season with a little salt and a pinch of nutmeg. Then stir well. Bring back to the boil and simmer very gently for a further 10 minutes. Before serving, stir in a tablespoon each of freshly chopped dill and freshly chopped parsley. Then serve. I do so love this stew. So herby, so creamy. The white sauce in this stew is creamy and rich and really needs to be mopped up with a good chunk of French baguette. Don't forget to visit my website titlysbusykitchen.com, where you'll find all the details of this recipe written down for you. Visit my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter. Oh, and subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. Do join me next time in Titli's Busy Kitchen with me, Titli Nihan. Until next time, Khuda Hafiz.